In cars nowadays, there are so many things that are being manufactured as FOMO seeds, which kill your dissatisfaction. Like this whole business about ADAS. Now people are like, I want ADAS. Why do you want ADAS? And then there's
They have no
leather.
one to talk to, Karthik, so they want the car to talk to them.
ADAS though is, oh, okay. No, that's the car computers. That's a different thing. But ADAS is interruptions. Anyways, my point being, there are so many things that are being pushed your way as ideas of ideas that will give you a higher level of satisfaction. But those are ideas. They are not actually going to give you more satisfaction, as likely as not.
Yeah.
And ADAS is a great example where for somebody today, a car may not meet a hygiene level because if it doesn't have ADAS. And that's going to keep you constantly eliminating options which might be good for you. And this is there for a whole bunch of things that you can keep looking at and saying, yeah, it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. If it had this, maybe the update will get it, or maybe that new model that will come that will have it. These are just ways for you to delay your decision or to remain dissatisfied. And this dissatisfaction is something that you can quickly get over as soon as you say, no, I'm going to put my money down. I have to buy it within this timeline. Khatam.
How decisive you want to be is completely up to you. If you're afraid of making a mistake, I'm telling you, don't be. There's no reason to be afraid of making a mistake. There's almost no way left for you to make an irrecoverable mistake anymore. I don't think it's actually possible.
I think there's a very important point that you brought up. I think time is the ultimate factor. So spending time just dilly-dallying is time that you'll never ever get back.
Yeah.
So I think in this entire job of filtration, of narrowing things down, having a time limit is important. At times you are like, I have a car. I was just talking to somebody. He happens to be the person who helps with my investments, and he always calls me about the car he wants to buy. It's like literally the same transaction that both of us are doing. I'm like, you're the expert. You tell me what I need to do. And he's like, you're the expert. You tell me what I need to do.
Correct.
And he always buys a car and he'll call me. He'll say, I'm looking to buy a car. This is my budget. This is my need. What do you recommend? And he will blindly go and buy that. Now he's bought, the last time we had this call was 5 years ago. So he was saying, he called to say, he also said that now 5 years are up. So it's time.
Correct.
So I told him, car's running fine. He said, yeah. So I said, why do you want to do it? He said, nahi, 5 saal ho gaye. So I said, car's running good, you stick with it. You don't need to make another decision right now. In his case, he's got a good vehicle that's working well. It suits his needs. And we know what we're going through right now in terms of churn, in terms of technology.
Correct.
All of that is happening. So decisions aren't all that clear. So why do you want to muddle things up?
Yeah.
You have something that works for you. Stick it out.
Correct.
You take another 2 years, use that vehicle, and after 2 years, you make a clearer decision.
Yeah.
And in that, he's, by extending his time frame from now to then, he's got clarity, right?
Correct.
He's changed the time frame. In this case, he's extended it, not shortened it. But in that, he's also got clarity.
Yeah.
So time frames should be used to bring that clarity in.
Yeah.
In some cases, you'll say that, "Arey, agle saal wo launch hoega." Like, great example right now. If you had asked us this question last year, Himalayan or next gen 390 Adventure, I would have probably told you just buy the Himalayan right now. You've got a year of riding in between. You can take that decision when that comes, and we'll take the decision once the vehicle comes and we have a better basis to take this call on.
Yeah.
But if you are here now and we're talking about it right now in September, say maybe you wait 3 months.
Yeah.
In the next 3 months,
Correct.
you can take a much better decision than taking this decision right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So the time frame should also be used to get that clarity that you want.
Yeah, and I'm shocked, but there'll be people who'll say, I want to buy a bike. These are my options. And suddenly in the conversation, you'll realize, like a day and a half of back and forth later, this decision is 18 months from now.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're saving up.
Okay. Why are you deciding now? I don't know what's going to be on the
just set a
market in
budget
18
for
months'
now.
time.
Yeah.
There's an entire model year in the middle.
Can we set a time frame? What should be a good time frame to make a decision?
Depends on how fast you're willing to work. But I will usually decide like in a week's space. I'll start my research.
Okay, for normal people, what would be a good time frame?
2 months. And 2 months means 2 months. It means do not start your research before you've decided, okay, at the end of this 2 months, I need to make a decision and put money down on something. 1. Do not book anything that you see knowing that you'll get a refund. That is a terrible way to make a decision, because you're basically saying, I have taken a half step into all of these possible opportunities. I think it's a terrible way to help you make a decision.
I would say for car buyers, from the time that you visit the first showroom for a test ride, I'm not including the internet research phase, from the time that you take the first test ride, the first time that you start interacting with the person, with an entity with whom you're looking to make a transaction, to you actually closing the transaction, should not be more than 3 months. Not more than 3 months at the most. 2 months is a good time frame.
Yeah.
I can at the most think even 3 sounds. But okay, chal.
2, I think.
2.
3 is too long. Yeah, it's like an entire quarter gone almost.
Entire quarter.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too
Yeah.
much. It's too. And I'm telling you, I would do my research in those 2 months. Because I'm not willing to watch an endless stream of videos on a vehicle. So let's take his example, Himalayan versus 390 Adventure. Let's say I'm a noob. I know nothing about motorcycles. I am trying to decide Himalayan 390. I would not start watching Himalayan 390 videos until I am clear that between these two motorcycles, I have to make a decision in 2 months' time. Before this, watching all kinds of content creators say all kinds of things over and over and over again. No disrespect for the creators, but it doesn't help you decide.
Whoa, you made it through a video that's way longer than 1 minute. You might be onto something here. In which case, head to the MotorInc channel, and there might be a next challenge waiting for you there.